Good morning. I've woken up to some really exciting news this morning. So I've just checked the YouTube channel and there are now 1,000 subscribers. Never in my wildest dreams did I think there'd be that many people interested in watching our journey and our story from selling everything in the UK and moving out here to Spain. So a massive thank you to everybody that has subscribed, for anyone that has watched the videos and left feedback and comments. We really appreciate it. So for this week's video, I thought I'd do it a little bit different. So I thought I would take you along with me on a typical day and show you what it looks like as a digital nomad out here in Spain. I thought I'd just show you this washing machine because I've not seen one like this before. I don't know if it's like a European thing or what, but it's literally a death trap for your fingers. So open it here. And then you have to flick this. But you have to be really careful because your fingers, see what I mean? Pop your washing in there. Then, without the drum moving, you have to try, and this is tricky because I'm doing it one-handed, clip it back on. And then as it goes, that drum just rolls around. So when you come to empty it, you've got to do this. Get it to the top bit. Press that. And try not to get your fingers trapped. Has anyone else got one of these? Has anyone lost any fingers with these? It's another beautiful day here in Benalmádena, and today we're nipping out to meet with our agent, who's going to be showing us around a long-term rental property, one step down on the train line, and I'm going to take you along and show you the journey. So we're just coming up to the train station in Benalmádena. It's quite busy this morning, but this is our local train station. This line runs all the way along the coast. As you can see, it's quite busy. viewing the property, we decided to have a walk down to the beachfront. It's really pretty, it's really nice scenery, beautiful views of the sea. So we're back from viewing the property. Unfortunately I couldn't share any video footage of the actual long-term rental. There's somebody in there at the moment, so it wouldn't have been right to share somebody's house right now. So thoughts: beautiful location, as you'll see from the video. Stunning place, views of the sea, but unfortunately for us, it's a little bit out of the way. We're really struggling to find somewhere that is close to amenities, and it's more like a holiday, kind of a holiday resort. So the house is beautiful. It's a 3-bedroom house, loads of outdoor space, a really stunning property, but I can't really see us living there. So we went for a walk afterwards. We walked down to the seafront, and again you'll see from the video, beautiful setting, but there was nothing there, nothing within walking distance. Now this property that we've been to look at is the top end of our budget, so it was near the train station, and ideally we don't want to have a car. That's the plan. Before we buy somewhere, we want to be close to amenities, close to the train station, which it was, but then there's nothing else around it. So there's no local shop within walking distance. It was more like a tourist resort, so all the hotels were closed. There was nobody about. There was no bars, restaurants, cafes, just nowhere to actually be able to walk to from the property. We would be able to get the train, and we would be able to go into the Benalmadena, where we are now, or we would be able to go into Fuengirola the other way. But we don't really want to having to do that every time we need a pint of milk, or we need to pick something up. So for us, it wasn't quite right, which is a shame, because it was a really nice place. But we're just going to carry on. We've got to find somewhere very soon, because the rental we're in currently, we have to leave in a few days' time. So we are going to have to rent somewhere else. We're going to book somewhere else and try and stay as close to this location that we are now. We're going to have to book somewhere for another month, and in that time the visa application will be back. It also puts us in a better bargaining position, because every property we're going to see, there's 10 other people viewing it as well. And unfortunately for us, because that visa hasn't finished its process yet, we can't really commit and sign a contract, whereas other people that are looking at the properties can sign a contract. So it's a little bit of a tricky situation. I think we're just gonna book another month somewhere, and in that time we're going to go and visit some more areas and just kind of see what else we can get. We'd love to stay here where we are right now. It's just got everything we need, but unfortunately there is not much rental around at the moment. So we're going to keep trying, and eventually we'll find somewhere. And like I said, once we've got that visa, we've got all the paperwork, we were then able to sign the contract. So I think rather than go and look at lots of different properties and then be disheartened because a couple of days later they're gone, I think it's better if we just settle somewhere for another month. I'll wait for that visa application to be finalised, and then from there, once we've got that, we can then go into these properties and say, yes, this is what we want, we'll take this, and we can actually sign a contract there and then. So although it's a little bit disappointing, we did find somewhere that we fell in love with. But again, like I said, so many people waiting on properties. There's a queue of people basically waiting to sign a contract, which we can't actually do at this point in time. So we're just gonna wait it out a little bit. In the meantime, we'll look at different areas, sort of weigh up the pros and cons. So another thing about the place where we went today, although it was really nice, no amenities for us as a family within walking distance. And the other thing was, because it's a tourist resort, it was very English, and that's not really what we've come to Spain for. We want to
you know, be part of the community, be part of the Spanish community, learn the language with them, make friends out here. So this was like a ghost town. There was nobody around. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks that visa will be back, and we can then be in the position to go ahead and put a deposit down and sign an agreement for a rental, long-term rental. So that's the situation today. Sadly, it wasn't to be. However, I'm sure there'll be something else just as good in our journey. So as digital nomads, all working from home, 3 adults, I thought I'd just show you the setup that we've got going on and how it's working in this quite small apartment that we're staying in for a month. So basically, I've turned the camera around. So this is where Alfie's currently working from. We've got a little desk set up here. This is in the front room, right by the balcony. Beautiful view. So that's where Alfie's currently set up, in the corner of the living room. And then here is where me and John have been set up. So luckily there's a breakfast bar here, which means John can go one side and I can go the other side, just there. So we're making it work. Like I said, it's not a huge space, but it's kind of working for us right now. It's difficult when 3 of us are all working from home and it's a small apartment, and we tend to get under each other's feet a little bit. But for now, it's gonna have to make do. So Alfie is running a digital marketing agency. He's doing that remotely. That's his little workspace there. And then John is here. So John works in IT, and he again is working remotely. So he sits on. So his little setup is there, and then obviously when I've got my work stuff out, I'm sitting here on the other side. So if you remember when we first came to this apartment, I was scared going out on the balcony. We've actually set up a little washing line rig here. So I just bought some rope from the local shop, and this is how we do our washing in Spain. Basically, just out on the balcony. Every day is a washing day here in Spain. So it's now 5 o'clock and I've finished work for the day. The boys have gone off to the gym, and I thought I would treat myself to a coffee and go for a little walk. finishing up today, I thought I'd head down to the beach to watch the sunset. I hope you've enjoyed watching my day in the life of a digital nomad. This is one of my quieter days. It's when I wasn't doing much admin work. It's a perfect opportunity to take you with me. And if you've got anything else you'd like me to do, please let me know in the comments. It'd be brilliant if you could like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.